All right. Well, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another roll call video. And here we are, coming up on the fourth week of the semester. So a quarter of the way for those of you in the Grossmont sections, but halfway point for those of you in the Southwestern and Mesa College sections. Yeah, times are definitely getting away from us, and we've got some important due dates coming up on the horizon. And there's definitely one on tap for those of you in the Southwestern class, and I'll get to that in just a few moments' time. But before I get to the roll call stuff and tell you what's coming up for this week, week 4, so week of September 12th through the 16th. Obviously, I think a good portion of you are definitely excited over the opening weekend with the NFL. But as you can probably see, I got my heart set on another sport. The training camps opened up for the NHL teams pretty soon, and the World Cup of Hockey International Tournament is going on. So I'll definitely check out a few games of that. I wouldn't be surprised if Canada takes this one. They've been getting all the Olympic medals in recent years, so wouldn't surprise me if the Canadians, Sidney Crosby, Ryan Getzlaf, and all those guys take this one. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road, and I'll go ahead and start off by talking to those of you in the Grossmont sections first. And first off, let me talk to those of you right now in the History 109 class, the Modern U.S. section. Okay, this week you guys are working on a change in continuity in daily life as the United States goes in further into the 20th century. So your readings of this week include Chapter 4 of the Who Built America text. You've got the podcast on Urban America, and also you've got your first video from the Ken Burns Jazz series. You already have a video that I posted last week on how to access the videos through Grossmont's Films on Demand database there at the library website. So definitely check that out if you're not sure how to actually access the videos. And and also don't forget that coming up on Thursday you've got your podcast journal 4 due. I still have to give you your scores and feedback for your journal 3 entries. I'll get those to you within the next couple days. So for sure by Wednesday you'll have your scores and feedback for your podcast 3 entries. Quiz 4 is going to open up on Friday. Quiz 4 is still open right now. And also, getting back to the Ken Burns Jazz series, I'll give a preview video about the mainly the reasons as to why this I've got this series in the class. This is around my 4th semester, which I've done this. So coming up by midweek, Wednesday or Thursday, I'll have that video for you just to give you more of a sense of where I'm coming from with respect to that, and also too. Since we're at the quarter point of the semester, it's time for me to start giving you information about the final exam. I'll have that for you toward the end of the week as well. So either Thursday or Friday, check any announcements. There'll be more details about the final exam. Okay, let me turn now to the History 108 sections. This week you're working on Servitude, Slavery, and the Development of the Southern Colonies. Your reading this week is Chapter 2 of the Who Built America text, and you've got the podcast on the growth of the colonies. Your podcast journal 2 entries are due on Wednesday, and Quiz 3 is going to open up on Friday. Quiz 2 right now is still open. I gave you a nuts and bolts video about the EBSCO assignment. Actually, I broke it up into about two sections, and I'll give you a video toward the end of the week regarding the Daughter of Fortune project. Remember, there's multiple parts to it. There's 2 main parts to it. So I'm going to give you one preview video to talk about the overall scope of that, and then there'll be a couple more videos with more details in terms of what you have to do for that. But the video coming up toward the end of the week will be a preview video giving you an overview about the entire scope of the Daughter of Fortune project. And likewise, too, those of you in History 108 sections, I will give you information about the final exam also. And lastly, for all the Grossmont sections, don't forget, everybody, please contact me and message for Professor in Blackboard, and be sure to choose Oscar Cañedo Instructor from the list of people in the class. Okay, so that's the plan for those of you in the Grossmont sections. Now let me go ahead and talk to those in the Southwestern and Mesa sections, and I'll start first with those of you in MOS 142. Okay, MOS 142 this week. Work on your topic this week is labor rights during the Great Depression period. And besides the usual readings in Crucible, Astrola, and Beyond 1848, I'd like for you to check out the PowerPoint on Diego Rivera. Unfortunately, the graphics are pretty big, and I had to break it up into about 4 installments, so it may take a while before all 4 parts download. So just be patient, everybody. It'll download it eventually, but definitely take a look at those parts of the PowerPoint program. Your article this week is on the Mexican schools by Gonzalez. Check that out. And you've got a film this week called Class of the 20th Century. This came out on the A&E network about a quarter century, almost a little over 25 years ago. And you've got a how-to video on how to access the Films on Demand database to watch the video. So I posted that for you a couple days ago. So, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I've got that. I've got that video ready to load up for you today. In fact, so in addition to this, the video on how to find the Class of the 20th Century program, I'll have that for you today. In addition to this video right here. So sorry for that little bit of confusion right there. Okay, also too, for those in the 142 class, you've got your first major assignment due, your first major writing assignment. Please turn in your U.S.-Mexico War assignment Thursday. So that's coming up for Thursday. Make sure you get that into me for the full credit. And don't forget, you've got a how-to video about the assignment that I posted for you way back during the first week of the session. So if you need some help on how to frame that assignment, definitely go back to the announcements from the first week of the semester to get that how-to video, that nuts and bolts video. Okay, finally, quiz 3 for those in the 142 class. Quiz 3 shuts down tomorrow. I'll open up quiz 3. I'll open up quiz 4 on Friday. And finally, a discussion group 3. I want your Forum 3 comments by the end of the week. Get those into me by Friday, and next weekend I'll reply to. Likewise, those of you in group 2, I replied to you, so definitely go back and reply back to me, and also to some of your classmates as well. Okay, let me go and move on now. Finally, to those of you in the Chicano Studies 141A class. Your topic this week is the Age of Exploration and Conquest, and that's where we meet more of the Europeans, so the usual suspects, Spain, but also Portugal and England. So in addition to the readings in between the conquest, now start the reading in the little Christopher Columbus book, so start getting going on that. You've got several articles, so of course just check in the module for this week to look at all those articles, to look at, you've got stuff on the Reconquista, a little bit of more stuff on Columbus. You've got PowerPoint programs about Spain, Portugal, and England, so quite a bit of stuff going on there. And your first of the U.S. lecture outlines, so be sure to check that out too. And don't forget, everybody, to follow the overview essay I have in this week's module to give you a sense of how to go how to navigate through the readings. Those overview essays definitely come in handy for you guys. Your film is the film Conquistadors, is of course on the infamous Hernan Cortes, so definitely check that out. That one it doesn't take you into YouTube; it takes you to the Vimeo website. So take note of that, everybody. That is, this film is from Vimeo, not from YouTube. And also too, group 3, please have your Form 3 comments ready by the end of the week, and I'll reply to you next weekend. And likewise too, for those of you in group 2, thank you for posting your Form 2 comments. I already replied to, so be sure to go back into the forum and reply back to me, and of course to your classmates as well. And finally, for those of you in the 141A class, quiz 3 is going to end today. I'll be opening up quiz 4 on Thursday. And let's see. Oh, and also too, I do have a nuts and bolts video for you. Also, I do have a video about the U.S.-Mexico War assignment. So I'll have that for you within the first part of the week. Most likely either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll have that video for you. All right. So that's the plan, everybody. So I hope that covers everything. Now you need to know that you have everything that. That you have in order to get through the week. And of course, any concern or question about anything, everybody, you know how to contact me. Please use Masters for Professor in Blackboard. All right, well, you guys have a great week. Go Rams, and of course, go Red Wings once their season gets going. All right, everyone, I'll talk to you next week, in which I have the roll call for week 5.